Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Game From Scratch, and today we have another humble bundle of interest to game developers, and this one is ideal for people looking for assets for their game. So we got a collection of pixel art, tile sets, we've got some music packs in here, and so on. So if you're looking for content for either creating or prototyping a game, this could be a good bundle for you. It is the Fresh Start Game Dev Assets Bundle. As with all humble bundles, it is a collection of stuff organized into tiers. You buy a higher dollar value tier, you get all of the tiers below it. You decide how your money is allocated between humble, charity, the publisher, and if you so choose. And thanks so much if you do to support Game From Scratch. As always, I buy these bundles so you know what you are going to get. And without further ado, let us jump in and take a look at what the contents are. And at the $1 tier, you're getting quite a bit. You're getting the Cyber City Auto Shop interior tile set. You're getting the Animations Select Dark. You're getting the Galefire, the legendary Captain Slade. If you're wondering what any of these things mean, you can actually drill down and find out what you're getting. In this case, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, to be honest. You get the Isometric Dungeon Designer expansion. You are getting the Gothic Castle Asset Pack. You are getting the Cursed Kingdom Battle Backs. You are getting Animation Pack support, animated effects. You're getting Medieval High Seas. You're getting the Medieval Townsfolk. The Tiny Tales Workshop Tile Set Pack. The RPG Battlers 9th 50-50 more shades. Okay. And then the Horror City Hospital tiles. And finally, Horror City Retail Tiles add-on. Yes, that is the $1 tier. So you're getting a lot of content here for a buck. Next, we're going to move on to the next tier, and we jump up a fair bit in price to $22 Canadian, which would probably be about $16 US at this point in time. And here you're getting the Visistella Modern City Volume 1, the Cyber City Exterior Tile Set, Animation Select Earth, that's, again, particle effects in that case, and then we got water-based ones, we get the Isometric Dungeon Designer graphics, we get the Rural Japan Asset Pack, we get the Nightmares Volume 2, I don't know what that is, music. Okay, then we're getting the 8-bit music and sound effects pack, the retro fantasy music pack, the animation pack indirect, and RPG battlers. These I think are mostly like backgrounds for RPG style or character sprites for the foreground of RPG style games, and then the backgrounds is what we saw like here, battle backs. So a lot of things are very geared towards, say, like an RPG Maker type setup, but obviously you can reproduce that in Godot engine, Unreal Engine, whatever your engine of choice is, the Fold, you name it. And then we get to the final tier. No, not final tier. There's a lot of tiers on this one, I think. There's one more tier. But at the $31, which would be $25 US, I think, you're getting the Vistuella Modern City Volume 2, Animations Collection 2 Quantum, the Animation Select Thunder, the Cursed Kingdom Monster Pack, the Crystal Cavern Asset Pack, the Madness Volume 2, Overworld Battle Back, so again, more backgrounds for an RPG Maker style game, Animation Packs Weapons, you're getting the Tiny Tales Dungeon Tile Set Pack, the RPG Battlers 850 More Time Fantasy Tribute, and then finally the Downtown Dungeons. And then we get into the final tier, which is $38 Canadian, probably $30 US. Not normally 4 tiers, and then again, you're not normally getting 10 items in the $1 tier. But at the most expensive tier, the $30 tier, you are getting the Visistella, I'll go with that. School Horror Volume 1, the Cursed Kingdom Dungeon Tiles Set, the Animations Collection 3, Thaumaturgy? You know what? There's words that you read all the time in books, but you never actually pronounce them. So we got the Isometric Dungeon Designer Cyberpunk Edition. You get the Rogue Encampment Game Assets, the Inspirational Music Volume 5, the Cyber City Music Pack, the Storyteller's Music Pack, the Animations Pack for Elemental Effects, 2.5D Character Pieces World War II, Medieval Warfare Knights Templar Bundle. Those actually both look really cool. We get the Tiny Tales Overworld Tile Set Pack, the Medieval Bosses, 2.5D Scorching Sands, RPG Battlers, Pixel Style Volume 1, Slasher Forest Tile Pack, 2.5D Snow and Ice Pack, and the 2.5D World War II Tile. So if you're going to make a World War II game, wow, they have you set. But there's actually a pretty broad variety of genres. You're getting special effects in there, you're getting music in there, you're getting a decent amount of stuff in this particular bundle. Now you may wonder, okay, well, what do you actually get? Well, a couple of these things are redemption keys. And by the way, there is a license. We will get to the license in just a second. It's very straightforward and simple. So you got these 3 Vistula packs that are redeemed via keys, but the vast majority of content here is direct downloaded from Humble itself. The one that looked interesting to me, there was a Cyberpunk one. I'm going to go ahead and grab it. So let me go back, figure out what it was. I thought it looked kind of interesting. It was about this tier-ish. It was in one of the higher value tiers. Okay, Isometric Dungeon Designer Cyberpunk Edition. That's the one I want to find. So, Cyberpunk. There we go. So we'll grab it. 161 megabytes. Nice thing that you will find with Humble. Here we see the download is coming down. They have decent speed on their server, so you can store stuff on their servers. Download it as many times as you want, by the way. And here we go. So this is what one of the asset packs looks like. We'll open it up. It is a zip file. Inside, we are getting... how does this work? Okay, we get another zip. We'll come into it. A couple of maps. Here we're getting all of the various different tiles going on. I guess I should probably get this out of the archive so I can go from one to one. All right, so let me just pause and extract this all out. Okay, here we go. This one seems to be an error. This seems to actually be this guy in zip form for some reason. Here you're seeing the kind of isometric tiles that you are getting with this pack for creating a cyberpunk style map. So that is one of the examples in this particular pack. Let's go ahead and grab one of those World War II ones here. So character pieces, World War II. This is a half a gigabyte in size, so decent size there. Let's take a look at some of these sizes. So they kind of run the gamut. It looks like I just picked the biggest one to download. And that is my way of doing things. Yeah, I think that this will be the biggest pack in the collection. Oh no, bigger. Medieval Bosses is bigger. RPG Battlers is pretty big. So, you know, they run the gamut between a few megabytes up to pushing towards a gigabyte in size. As I said earlier on, Humble servers are pretty speedy on the whole, which is pretty nice. So while that's downloading, let's go ahead and take a look at what the license agreement looks like. So this is the Game Asset Bundle license agreement. The license is granted a non-exclusive perpetual license to use the content of the asset pack purchased within this bundle in non-commercial and commercial productions. No limitation based on the number of uses. Credit to the creator is not required. The assets may be modified and used in derivative media. Assets, either modified or unmodified, may not be resold as standalone media, either alone or in packs. Ownership and copyright of the assets is maintained by the original creator. License is not transferable or resaleable. So that is actually incredibly straightforward. They do have a Discord if you want to go check out and learn more. They also have a website. I don't know if it's actually started yet in terms of the countdown. Basically about this game asset bundle. It's a collection of, I think, basically creators from various different resource sites out there. You're going to probably find some of the stuff like on the Unity store or whatever. So they organize all these things together into their own bundle. All right, so at this point in time, I think my download is finished. Let me just go extract it and we'll go take a look at it. All right, so here we are in it. World War II characters. We've got a variety of different characters. Let's just go check out mail. Oh, so it's built up into pieces. So you got the base. So you can kind of use this as Sprite creator setups. So you take the base and then you impose the hair over top. And then you compose the head over top. So you got like here a various variety of different helmets that will go on top of the base head that goes on top of the base character. And then we got the model of an M1 Garand. This is a gun for those of you that have never played a World War II shooter. And then, so you can compose a multitude of different sprites by kind of mixing and matching the assets that go together to create them. And then finally, we have a top. Oh, and this would be the gear they are wearing over top with different direction movements going on here. Let's see what's going on here with face. Like so. All right. And then you come on back up here to the root, and there is actually a document that walks you how you can put these things together and work with it, and so on. So that is that. That is all right, what are we calling you again? It's up here. It's up here, and it is... Oh, what do you call it? The Fresh Start Game Dev Assets Bundle. It's actually pretty nice because you've got music, you've got isometric tiles, background styles for RPG Maker style battler games. You've got Sprite kits, isometric kits, traditional pixel art style. Kind of a little bit of everything for everybody. So if you're looking for assets to prototype a 2D style Sprite game or a 2.5D style game, or you're looking for some music or special effects for your project, you probably can find something in here to work for you. So if you're looking for some graphics for your game, this is definitely one worth checking out. Obviously, all of the links relevant will be down below. If there's something here in particular that you'd like to see more of, let me know. I probably won't do a standalone video, but I might be able to showcase them in action in another video subject. So if there's this particular pack here that you're mostly interested in, let me know, and hopefully I can use it in something before this expires. Obviously, this just started, so you still got 20 days to make your decision. So no rush there, but definitely an interesting looking pack.